Hey guys, this is Akshay Bhaskar, and hello everyone. There's some good news that in Geeks for Geeks here we are trying to go live every day now. So in a week we'll be having around six interview experiences, and we'll also have special webinars. So stay tuned with us. First of all, before moving on, please tell me how's the quality? Like, is my sound, my video all fine, right? Please tell me in the comment section, guys. Please, it's really important because somebody told last time that I need to improve, so I did some changes this time. So it would be really nice of you if you can tell something in the comment section, guys. Please, anyone, please. All right. So we just have nine people live right now. Hi, hi Venkatesan. Hi. Yeah, fine. Okay. Thank you so much. Thanks for telling, man. Okay, I'm assuming that it is fine, the quality and sound, because I tested it many times, so that is not an issue. Otherwise, okay, tell me how is everything? Like today we have someone who is gonna talk about his interview experience at TCS Ninja. So we covered one student who was placed earlier in the same company, but we thought that okay, the better it would be better if we have more opinions, right? So we'll do that. Hi Swaraj. Thank you, Bhaskar. Thanks for the feedback. All right. So let's begin. I'll tell you a bit about Aditya. He's our guest this time, and obviously, when I'll invite him, he'll tell you more about himself. So moving on, his full name is Aditya Kumar. He did his BTech in computer science at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad, and he is placed at TCS Ninja. So that is it, which I'll tell. Let's invite him, and he'll tell you more, right? Okay. Hi, Sashi. Hi. Thank you. Hi, Aditya. How are you?
I'm fine.
Welcome to live webinar section of Geeks for
Thanks.
Geeks. So 36 people have joined us, and I'm sure
Okay.
these are the people who might be aspiring for TCS Ninja because see everybody has different visions and aspirations. So
Mhm.
if there's
Yeah,
something
definitely.
insightful which can come out of this, that's our aim. So Aditya, all audience is yours. Please let's
Okay.
start with the first question. All right, and that is please tell us about yourself and your college. And also tell about the designation at TCS Ninja. Please also tell us about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, well, as you told about my basic introduction, I'm pursuing BTech in Computer Science Engineering from Ajay Kumar Engineering College, Ghaziabad. And the first year was like something only do college work and just go and come home. And but after
Okay.
that, I developed some interest in learning various texts and some extracurricular activities. If I
Okay.
talk about the college experience, it was like first sem be more disciplined. Just focus on your college stuff and that's all. But after that, rest of the
Okay.
semesters, as our seniors advised us, there's a fine balance between the academics and the tech learning and fun. So, and in the thesis, as there is in the Ninja profile, there are basically two types of profiles there. There are ITIS and
Okay.
another is EIS. ITIS basically they provide all the type of support services regarding that.
Okay.
Whether it be any type of network support services or like something which is say the query support services. Suppose you mail them and you get a reply from them, so there is a there is a some team there. So they all are working in the ITIS domain user. And that all
Okay.
the
So one is support services, right?
yes.
All kinds of
Uh,
support services. The other
all the
section?
kind of support service. Another is the EIS. It is something like the development section. Means you are there
Okay.
in the IoT part, or you can get some work on the machine learning and these whatever you have the latest technology. Uh, you can't expect a very high or a very strong project in that, but yes, you will get a very good hands-on over there and a
Okay.
very good experience in it.
Okay.
And
And what is your designation? What is your
my
designation there?
designation is EIS, and in EIS specifically, it is IoT, which
Okay.
they mentioned in the offer
Internet
letter.
of Things.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay, let's move on to the next question because I'm sure that we would have many things to talk about, right? So,
Hmm.
how was your learning journey? How it all started and everything? Tell us about
First
them.
of all, when I joined the college, first day was like, uh, what is this? Means a very changed environment from the school to the college. The first day it was like
Hmm.
very this. But yes,
Changes
when
drastically.
yeah, yeah. Uh, when we reached first 2 to 3 days, 4 days, almost a first to the week. The starting first week is all about the orientations. Okay, that
Hmm.
what programs the college do and how the academics run and all over about the faculties and all. What are the different
Okay.
extracurricular activities which take place in the college?
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay.
there are some seniors who were very friendly. Even they act like my big brother
Hmm.
till now, and they're still after being
You're still
passed.
connected to them. You're still
Yeah, yeah,
connected to your
they're still
seniors.
connected. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That's great. That's great.
And when I started, and I remember in the first sem we have the C programming as a programming language, definitely. And yes, obviously, know that whatever faculty teach you, it was not enough for you to
Hmm.
understand it. That's all. So I had talked to them, and they preferred 2 to 3 websites like GFG and tutorials point, okay, and the Java tip point. These are something 2 to 3. So I first of all started with the GFG, and I first of all go with the C programming concepts. But after that, when
Okay.
I explored more and more, I found uh, everything here related to either gates related all the subjects and whatever, means it is a pool like, and it depends on you what you gather from it.
Okay.
That's all
So
the language and it.
basically, you did everything which college served you in terms of language, and you also referred to Geeks for additional like concepts and everything, right? To practice
Yes,
your hone your skills, right?
yes,
That's what
definitely.
you're saying, right?
Hmm.
To sum it up.
Yes,
Okay. You
and
started coding in your first year itself. Like you before college, you were not into coding, or you
yeah,
started
yeah,
just
no,
after college. Okay.
not I would say in second year I have started for it,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and
Okay. Tell us more.
yeah, uh, when the lockdown started in the March, I think, and after that, Coursera started offering free courses to the students who generally enrolled with educational institutes, various educational institutes. So I got also that offer, and after that, I learned various technologies on that, like it will be machine learning
Hmm.
uh, and some master platforms on the computer. That's all about the cloud computing. Yeah, cloud
Cloud
computing with
computing.
Microsoft.
Okay.
And
Okay.
one in between that, there's a special thing that they were offering is the MTA certification for free. Okay, but you have to pass an exam, and in which you have to score about 70% above, and that was MTA certification in JavaScript.
Okay.
So it was all, and
Hmm. So
rest of all
you
it
did
was,
the certification. You did the
yeah.
certification and it helped you in your placements.
Uh, yes, I mentioned in my resume, and it was basically I did it on in I think May only, May 2020. This was the
Okay.
last year. When lockdown
Okay.
started in March, and after that in April they provided, and in May or June, first of all did their 2 weeks training, and after that passed their exam,
Okay.
which they conducted.
Cool.
That's all.
Okay. Okay. And how did you get to know about the opening, the TCS Ninja? Was it off
Yeah.
campus or
Uh,
was it on campus?
First of all, I got the news from some of the YouTube channels
Hmm.
about the opening in September that TCS NQT will be going to held all over the India. Okay, and for and eligibility criteria was like 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. All the four sessions. These all the four are eligible for that. Regarding 2022, it was like something an internship type program. But
Okay.
for 19, 20, 21, it was only it was a hiring program where they decided to hire about 40,000 students, where they will have the from the 2021 all over the India, they will hire 20,000, and from 19 and 20 session 2019 and 2020, they will combinedly hire 20,000.
Okay.
they have decided for it. Coming to my college, they have some. There are some colleges in which teachers regularly go for the placement. So our college one of them. So
Okay.
in
So it was
those,
on campus, right?
in those they provided
अच्छा.
the same program as a on-campus program.
Okay. ठीक है. और let's talk about this. What topics should you focus on during your third and fourth year?
During third and fourth year, which I will say, which is the basic part, that is the DS and algo for every CSIT student. That's the most important.
Hmm.
Without
Yes.
it, nothing can be done. And after that,
Correct.
I will say that yes, DBMS is one of the very important subjects which has to be
Okay.
studied I'll say with full concentration, because whatever you will do, you will work with any website or something. You have to collect the data and something. So you have to uh, have a sound knowledge with the DBMS so that you can work with all the type of databases and so on. And
Okay.
rest of all, in March or April, I have decided to prepare for the gate also. So in my case, all those 10 subjects for the gate, uh, all those I have focused on all of them. Regarding them, maybe the
Okay.
theory of computation, and that's all, the compiler design, and all those 10 subjects which come into the gate exam.
ठीक है. ठीक है. Okay. Got it. Or how did Geeks for Geeks help you? You said that you refer to articles and blogs and all those
Yes,
things,
I
right?
said earlier that
Apart from apart from that, did you do any course? Like, did you do any workshop or course or anything
yeah,
of that sort?
I remember that I did the 11-week workshop, the DSA
Okay.
workshop, which
Okay.
Geeks conducted. And yes, it was a
All right.
very good experience with that, because it made me very consistent in learning that, because it has a time schedule, and yes, being live, the most thing is, if you work live, if you learn live, then you have the chance to clear your doubts with your instructor at the same time, and it will be very helpful. So yes, it will have
Okay.
because of this schedule, I got a very
Okay.
is it
Please continue.
yeah, yeah. So that's all for the that's how did Geeks help me in my learning journey. That's all.
Okay. Okay. Somebody is asking in the comment section. Can you repeat your profile once? I'll just put it down for them.
Okay, my profile is basically, I said earlier that there are two major profiles, that ITIS and EIS.
Okay.
So
And what's your profile? Yeah.
mine is the EIS, and in EIS specifically, it is mentioned the IoT.
EIS, right?
Yeah, yes,
EIS, right?
yes, EIS.
Okay. Cool. EIS. All right. ठीक है. I have replied. And guys, please stay tuned till the end. We'll pick up your doubts from your comments. I've seen कि कुछ doubts पे आने लग गए हैं, तो हम उसको end में हम cater करेंगे. तो just stay tuned
Yes.
till the end, right? वो उसको हम end में देखेंगे. ठीक है. Okay, fine. Yeah. Hi Pooja. Hi. Thanks for joining me. All right. How many rounds were there?
Rounds, basically, first of all, there was a uh, basic, you say the cognitive round, it was a aptitude round.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
And it was of especially about 2 hours. Okay. And after that, once you clear that, you will have the interview. What I say, the interview call. You have the interview meet. And after the interview, in interview, generally you will face the three panelists. One is HR, one is MR, and another is your TR. So you'll have to face all of them, and um, it was an average 30 to 45 minutes interview. It was an average 30 to 45
Okay.
minute interview, and the panelists were really good. And uh, because here in the TCS interview, it went like for some students with whom I talked earlier, that for some it went for about only 20 minutes, for some 25, and even
Okay.
for the it moved to about 50 minutes. So all depends on uh, what questions interviewer asks you, or how are you able to what to say convince them with your answers. Okay, the more
Okay.
earlier you convince them, the more earlier your interview will end. But as such, when you try to making them move them around, your question, then they
Hmm.
will also extend it like that. And still,
Okay.
I will say that they will not bother about listening your every answer and every this. But if you convince them from the beginning or from where anybody, but the most important thing for the interview is that if you started and no problem that it started something out of the path, but if you are able to take it to the path in between, okay,
Okay.
and if the ending will become smooth, then everything will be better,
Okay.
else it will
Got
be
it.
ruined. Okay,
Okay.
so that is
Yeah.
like,
Yes. Yes.
mm,
So you can
and
still
before,
handle the interview process in between, like
yes,
during
yes,
the interview, is what you're
during
saying.
the
But
interview, if you are able to handle it
yeah.
and make a smooth ending, then it will be better. Else,
Yeah.
uh, either you have to do a smooth starting and a smooth ending, else you will perform with a smooth ending. But if you do the smooth starting and it will be a rough ending, then it will also be not a feasible one.
Okay,
Okay.
so coming back to the question, because I don't want to digress, because we'll cover this in the next Q&A, next
Mhm.
question, that what
Yeah.
advice you would give to the students, right?
Mm.
But coming back to
Yes.
the rounds, right? So second round, you were on second round, right? So
Mm.
let's tell us about the round three, and there were round four as well, right? For your TCS, right? So tell us about that.
TCS, I will not say that because, as I said about TCS, there were two profiles, TCS Ninja and TCS Digital. Okay.
Okay,
So there is a difference that because TCS Digital, especially for the digital profile, they have another round for the coding round, especially. Okay. And
okay,
this was given to only those candidates who performed drastically well in the TCS NQT exam which they took. Okay,
okay,
and
okay.
I got the mail for the exam, but yes, there were two questions to be handled in 1 hour. I
Hmm.
performed, I completed one question completely, but in the second it was something partial. Okay, it was a partially solved before the time, and after the result came, yeah, I was not selected for the digital interview, but yes, I got the
Okay,
opportunity for the ninja interview as well. So the one round in between was the coding round, which the higher coding round, which was only
hmm.
for the those which who got the opportunity to give the digital test. Okay,
Okay,
and
okay,
I think that's all. And after that, the interview, which I told earlier, that there were three panelists, and that was only one round which will have to be there.
okay.
And after that, finally, you will get the selection mail or the rejection mail, whatever you have. And once there is a selection, you will get offer letter, and after the offer letter, you will be assigned with a program. Okay, that was
ठीक है.
and using that program, you have to complete a pre-joining assessment. Only that your joining letter will generate. So as earlier you are going to complete that assessment, earlier your joining letter will come.
ठीक है. ठीक है. और ये आई गेस हमने ये क्वेश्चन भी कवर कर लिया है कि तुमने एक एक राउंड अच्छे से समझा दिया है, राइट? यू हैव
Yes, yes,
एक्सप्लेन्ड ईच एंड एवरी राउंड,
yeah,
राइट?
yes.
ऑलराइट. सो व्हेन विल यू
And
बी जॉइनिंग द कंपनी?
डिटेल में
या यू
जाना
वांट टू
हो,
ऐड समथिंग? हाँ
नहीं
हाँ,
नहीं, मैं
प्लीज
ये
प्लीज
बोल रहा हूँ कि
ऐड
अगर
कर.
डिटेल में जाना हो क्वेश्चंस के तो स्टूडेंट्स कैन गो थ्रू द टीसीएस एनक्यूटी वेबसाइट, एंड वहाँ पर पूरी इन्फॉर्मेशन पड़ी हुई है कि ईच राउंड में कितने क्वेश्चंस हैं, कितने।
कैन यू रिपीट द वेबसाइट नेम? कैन यू रिपीट द वेबसाइट नेम फॉर आवर
इट
ऑडियंस?
इज टीसीएस आईऑन साइट, टीसीएस आईऑन।
ओ,
Okay.
टीसीएस आईऑन. ओके,
Uh, if you just
कूल.
type in the browser TCS NQT and go through it, you will directly the first link will lead to you the TCS NQT website. Where you, if
ऑलराइट.
you scroll down, you will get all the information related to the TCS NQT.
ऑलराइट, ओके. So when you will you be joining the company? When is the
It's
joining?
all depends on how earlier I will be able to clear that pre-assessment, pre-joining assessment. Okay.
Okay, okay.
And as earlier I will tag it, and most probably the expectation for the joining letter will be in May or June.
May or
And
June. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
There's still time.
And after
Two,
that,
3 months are there.
joining will be there in almost a month. Means almost at July,
Okay.
there will be. This is a probability, but yes, it is a earliest probability that have till July. Um, you could join.
Okay, till July you'll join. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so how do you feel about the virtual interview process? What are your thoughts on that? Was
Uh,
it better earlier or is it better now? What
Before
was
the
your
interview,
experience?
I talked about I talked about it with various seniors who faced the physical interview last year.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
I got the various feelings like yes, it was a very hard thing, and something if similar to your caliber, there are various candidates around you, and they were talking about something straight to interview.
Hmm.
Then at
Hmm.
some level, you will feel nervous at that time. That yes, you have
Hmm.
various skills around you which you have to compete with, and it will make you something. However, you are very confident at that time, but still, their talk will make you a little bit nervous at that time.
Okay.
But what virtual interview has done is it first of all you are given a time, and before that time you have the uh, whatever time you have the full what is it, you have the full freedom to do whatever you want to do. So at that time before the interview you have the no any tension from any candidate, that any candidate is around you. You're free to make
Hmm.
you cool at that time, and your proper focus will be on the interview itself. Okay. So virtual interview did a very great thing, that that nervousness which was earlier in the candidates, it
Mm-hmm.
helped to eliminate it completely and help them to
अच्छा.
give their best during the virtual interview.
Okay.
Yes,
तो तुम्हारे लिए work किया. It worked for you, right?
yeah,
For
it
you
was
it
a
worked.
very. I will not say that
For few students
it
it
will
didn't
be
work. For few students they
obviously.
prefer the way it was before, but I think you should, just get the best out of it.
Yes, yes,
And you did the same, I guess.
yes, definitely.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's all for about the virtual interview. Yes,
All right.
there for some companies there is still it relate all the problems related to the internet, and that's all. So uh,
Yeah,
that
वो
is
तो
a
देखना पड़ेगा.
that is a little hurdle in between. If that will be resolved,
Hmm.
then everything will be okay.
But that's not a very big issue.
Yeah, that will be not a very big issue. So well, it will be fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on. What would you suggest advice to students preparing for interviews in the coming placement season? वो जो आप पहले बता रहे थे, अब आप you can elaborate on
Yes,
that.
yes. First of all, the most important about it is the resume part. Uh, if I come to resume,
Okay.
it maybe neither it must be neither more light and neither too heavy, because
All right. So
if
by the way, these are some tips to make your resume stand out, right?
yes, yes, definitely.
Okay. So this question, and this question, next question, tips to make your resume stand out. Let's handle it together
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I think
definitely.
we,
Because
okay.
both
Let's
are
handle
connected,
these
so I
two
will handle
questions.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. You feel free to throw some light on both together. That's completely fine.
Okay,
Do that, please.
thank you.
Yeah. Please go on. Yeah.
So, Pavel, as I said that about resume, for it to stand apart, first of all, never write
Okay.
everything in your resume, right?
Okay.
Mention your major skills only, your achievements and your work, and all in the chronological order, in the decreasing chronological order. The thing which you have done recently, after that, what you have done
Hmm.
earlier. Okay. And everything, the resume should not be, as I said, should not be very heavy and should not be much light that interview sees and rejects directly. Okay. So it will be about 2 to 3 pages, not more than that. Sometimes
Okay.
interviewer may ask about something you have not mentioned in your resume. Okay, so that's why I told that not mention everything at the time during the interview in the resume, because at some time there may be depend on the interviewer's mind that he will ask, yes, tell me something which you have not mentioned in the resume. Then what will you say about that time? Okay, then
Hmm.
you can tell the interviewer about other achievements and work which you have not mentioned in the resume, right? And before the interview,
Okay.
it is must to go through your resume thoroughly about 3 to 4 times, so that you will feel
Hmm.
confident in the interview. Okay.
Okay.
And the major mistake very students do is they use some automatic resume making tool and just put the information and get the resume. But it will not help much during the interview. I will prefer to design it on your own using generally use say Microsoft Word. Okay, using Microsoft Word, you just use and prepare for your own, and remember that must it should not look like very with a very dark theme or something. It will be very light. Okay, and it is better to
Okay.
prepare your resume by yourself. And another thing
Hmm.
for the interview, what I say that always go through whatever subjects you have prepared. Okay, whatever you know about it is very important to brush it up, okay, before the interview. And during the interview, the most important part is keep a very gentle smile on your face during the interview, so that they will also think that yes, you were interested in it. Okay, they will
Hmm.
take an interest with you. Else, if you make a very madden face in the front of themselves, then they will also lose interest in you, and the talk will become very monotonous. They will also try
Yeah.
to end it as soon as possible. So if you try to engage them in, okay, it
Hmm. Hmm.
then they will also find it very it's a very useful test session. That time they will also think. And as coming to my interview, what the it is started with the HR. HR
Hmm.
asked me about my introduction. First of all, a brief
Hmm.
introduction regarding uh, all my some achievements and all. That's all. And
Okay.
right. And after that, it moved to the TR. TR
Okay.
asked, and opposite to my expectations, what I expected that yes, he will ask some technical questions for me. Yes, there were technical questions, but they were not from the BTech. Like they were like he on asking, he moved to a point where he asked that just tell me how the laser works in what I'll say. What I'll say. I'm rem- I'm not able to recall that point at the time, but
That's fine.
yeah.
Don't worry.
There is a concept of the total internal reflection. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I remember. During the optical fiber, when light passed through the optical fiber, then
Hmm.
through what phenomena it will pass through. So,
Okay.
uh, and it was a very abrupt question at that time. It was a very certain question,
Yeah.
and
Why did they ask this? Why did they ask this?
yes, basically, he was from. I know the last that he was from a electrical background. The TR was from
Okay.
electrical background, and he is interested in such type of questions more.
Hmm.
So instead of
Okay.
asking from the, he asked about the DSLGO and these things very a few questions, and he was again and again moving to the circuit based questions. Okay, so I finally
Okay.
uh, in between I talked with HR. Yes, at that time there's a very thing that I mailed the HR that yes, I'm not comfortable with such questions because these questions were not according to my stream or something which I have not studied it. So then after that, for a few moment, uh, the mic and camera for all the interviewers uh, got shut for some time, and after that, when it
Okay.
opened, then the TR started asking questions regarding to DBMS and COA. That's all,
Okay.
and
Okay.
after
ठीक है.
that, it was all comfortable for me. Answer. So there was a
Hmm.
so they decided in between that yes, it will be it will move like that, and in the
Got it.
last MR there was a management section where he asked me about the my management let's say my management skills, and uh, I'm the student member for my college for the Ghaziabad Management Association for the last 2 years, and
Hmm.
whatever the events they perform they conduct like the technical paper presentation or any type of industry interaction in various different colleges which are the members. So we all have to be we'll have to work at the same time with them in organizing all the activities very smoothly. So
Okay.
it was all the management part which he asked, and some situational questions based on the industries. Like suppose he'll say, suppose you are given a project in the industry, and at the same time your client is you have some conflict with your teammate. Okay, then
Okay.
how are you how will you
These
proceed with
questions
that
are
one?
really important. Such
Is
questions
it?
are really important, I guess.
So it will be a
I
very
feel
tricky
so.
question. It will be a very tricky question, but
Hmm.
yes, the major thing is if you are able to talk with
Then how did you handle
teammate.
that question?
Yeah,
What did you tell?
I say that if I will talk with my teammate, and if it the discussion will move to a common conclusion, that yes, at that
Hmm.
point we will yes see at that point we have to compromise on some points anyhow. Okay,
You have to
because
find the common ground.
yeah, because we have to proceed with the major thing is we have to proceed with the project. Okay, anyhow, so
That's
we
right.
have
That's
to
right.
make our team together and work on it with full efficiency. So for that we have to find a common ground and move further. So
Okay.
that was only, and one was based on the my time management related to a project event uh,
Hmm.
that was I think held in the Research Institute of Technology uh, last year, or
Okay.
something. Yeah, it was in last year. So at that
Okay.
time, a little bit there's a little bit problem happened during the event between the our project guide and us. So uh, how I was able to handle, because one of the teammates was not there to deliver his own part for the presentation. So that time
Okay.
there would be a situation that how we all will be going to handle that event.
Hmm.
So
So much.
it that's why it got a little bit worse. But yes, other team members were so good that we all decided to
You.
take some part
Okay.
and finally deliver it so that uh, the whole event will go on smoothly.
Okay.
So that's all
Okay.
my
Okay.
ending. That's all.
Okay. Okay. So, Aditya, what we'll do now is that we'll pick a few comments. We'll pin them in the banner and we'll talk about the questions which audiences are asking.
Okay.
Audience is asking. So, what I'll say to my lovely audience is that please do not post questions 20 25 times because it really spoils the feed. I read each and every comment. I'm telling you guys, no need to post it again and again and again, guys. Please, especially IT helper and hello guys, please, please guys, understand. It really destroys the feed. All right, so I'll take your question, hello guys, but you have to stop this repetition of posting comments. You have to do that. Thank you so much. Aditya will talk about the internship thing. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
something
Mhm.
about that. Okay, let's spin this. The first question is, please tell me about your internship if you did. If you didn't, tell me why not.
Yes, coming to the internship, it was not a full internship program. It was like a training and internship combined. It was integrated training and
Mm-hmm.
internship program,
Mm.
and it was like from my there was some criteria based on academic some academic scores and something that our TPO selected some names. Okay, and after that it was given to the what to say the NHDC AIA. Okay, so AIA had conducted the what is it? It was an IoT, I think, the training on the IoT. Yeah, I remember. It
Okay.
was a training in IoT, and it was a 4 weeks training. And after that,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be provided with the two minor projects. Yes, you're provided the two minor projects.
Okay.
One was uh, there was a home intruder automation system that I remembered, and
Mm-hmm.
another was a smart irrigation system. Okay, so for that
Okay.
they asked for another 3 to 4 weeks. Well, the time given for the whole project was another 3 to 4 minutes, 4 weeks, and
Hmm.
my team was 4 members were there in the team. Okay, and my part was
Okay.
especially the coding part for that. Okay. For the IoT, what will say the I worked with the Raspberry Pi and with the especially with the Python, because with Raspberry Pi, Python
Mm-hmm.
is the most suitable. So I go with the Python, and that's all. The and yes, our team was able to deliver both the projects on time. It was really
Okay.
very good. And the major thing is the certification was from the National Skill Development Corporation (NSDC). So it was a very reputed thing. Okay. So that was my internship.
Okay. All right. ठीक है. Fair enough. Let's talk about something else. Pratiksha, which exam are you talking about? Can you please repeat once? You said third year student can apply that exam. Which exam are you mentioning? Till then, I'll take Aditya. I'll take 1 minute, and
Mhm.
I want to reply to one comment, which is by I think some guy Sai commented that 35 people are just watching. GFG, what happened? I just want to tell him that even if one person would be watching our webinar, for some
Mhm.
reason, we'll still conduct it because that one
Yeah.
person is watching, right? It's about doing it every day. So Sai, I hope that answers the question. All right. So uh, coming back to Pratiksha's comment, she's saying third year student can apply NQT exam. Can we talk about this, Aditya? What's it?
Yes, yes. As I earlier told that in the
All right.
eligibility criteria, as it mentioned that 2019, 20, 21, and 22. Okay, all the
Okay.
four sessions are eligible for giving the NQT. But coming to the hiring of the 2022, okay, if you apply this year, okay, so it will be you will get a NQT score which will be helpful for your placement the next year. Okay, so you can
Okay.
apply and you can also give and you will also give the exam and you will get a NQT score based on that. It will be because it will be in your all sections separately regarding to quantitative aptitude. It will be your verbal listening. It will be your technical MCQ section. Okay, all the 3 to 4 sections. And for that, I already told that go to the TCS NQT website and you will get the what are the different sections of the uh, exam. You will get through it into more detail as compared to what I will tell you in such a small time. Okay, so go
Yeah.
on YouTube and
So,
yes.
Pratiksha, what you can do is that, and all the other people in the audience, you can connect with Aditya on
Hmm.
LinkedIn, and maybe you can, guide them a bit with
Yeah, yeah,
particular
definitely.
questions that they have, right?
No
So
problem.
Aditya Kumar is full name, right?
Yes.
So you can do that. So Pratiksha is asking in how to prepare for NQT exam. So all these questions, maybe Pratiksha, you should send him a LinkedIn connection request, right? I
Yeah,
think that works.
connect LinkedIn, and I will
Yeah,
guide you through the whole process.
yeah,
Notes.
yeah. That I think that's a good thing to do.
That will be a better.
Anyways, yes, definitely. So, okay, anything you want to add to this particular comment? Because we can just pick one more after this because we've already like, reached 40 minutes.
I think everything is done, and
Already answered it.
yeah, yeah, I
All right.
already answered.
Okay, I'll take last question now, guys. Anyone who
Okay.
want to put in the comments questions, please do that. All right. So, okay, let's talk about this. So, Swadhin says that as a CS guy, if you have less knowledge on Java, does that
Mhm.
move to a failure interview?
No,
All
no.
right. So,
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
please,
it
ये
has
बताओ
nothing
यार
to
थोड़ा.
go with the very specific knowledge, very specific programming language. As I said, I have uh, no knowledge in Java. Okay, I already worked on the C as a basic programming language, which everyone must do. Okay, because it is the starting of the programming. Okay, and after that,
Mm-hmm.
I started with the C++ and then Python, because Python for the machine learning and C++ for something you say the competitive programming part. Okay, so it was something
Okay.
like because compared to C++ and Java, so both are on a similar level because Java is also something like for the object-oriented programming, and C++ will also help in the object-oriented programming. So at that
Okay.
choice, I prefer C++ as compared to Java, but it's
Okay.
no issue that whether you choose C++ or Java. But yes, you must have some language. Yeah,
Some language. Yeah,
okay.
exactly. That
You
is
must
what
have
I
the
was
knowledge.
thinking. कुछ
You
तो
must have
अच्छे
some
से
knowledge.
थोड़ा तो आना चाहिए ना डिसेंट लेवल से कुछ
Yeah,
तो
definitely. Uh,
है ना.
कोई एक
ओके.
लैंग्वेज तो अच्छे से आनी चाहिए जो कि आपको हेल्प करे उसमें.
करेक्ट. अच्छा, ये लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये भी उठा ही लेते हैं, काफी टाइम से इस आस्किंग. So Queen Coder asks Ninja or digital?
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, it was a ninja. Okay.
ठीक है. But tell it like Ninja or digital, you're asking where Aditya is placed, or you are asking something else? Queen coder, please tell us about that because I am confused. What
He
you're
celebrated.
asking exactly? You just give me a minute. I'll put in my charger. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
Place.
please.
All right. Just saying, yeah. So he's placed at TCS
Mhm.
Ninja.
So it isn't
I
TCS
just.
Ninja. Okay, it isn't TCS
All
Ninja.
right. Abhinav asked, please give tips for TCS digital coaching. Abhinav, connect with him on LinkedIn. We
And
are
I told
we have
LinkedIn,
really surpassed our time limit.
yeah,
है ना? तुम थोड़ा बताओ particularly and you'll be willing to help, right? तभी ये होता है. तभी
definitely.
हम ये कराते हैं. Okay, so people are asking about your LinkedIn profile. I'm sure ये YouTube इस guys एक बार देखना ये YouTube की description check करके बताओ. वहाँ LinkedIn profile delete हो गया जितना की. Say yes or no in the comment section. बताओ यार कोई भी देख के बताओ. 1 मिनट लगेगा. Come on. Yes or no? Yes or no? If there is, then why post it in the comments? If there isn't for some reason, I'll do that. Tell me, guys, yes or no? Tell. Okay. Out of 40 to 42 people, nobody is willing to just, no. Okay,
Uh,
Pooja, why are many people saying no? It should be either yes or no, right? Okay, I'll just do that. I'll just do that.
some are saying yes, some
So
are saying no. By the way.
why, how is that even possible? Okay,
Some are saying
Aditya,
yes.
do one thing. Do one
Yeah.
thing. You just send me your this thing profile on WhatsApp. I'll just paste it in the comment section over here,
Okay.
live comment section, so that people can straight away go to your profile and send you a connection request.
Hmm.
Correct?
Okay.
And
Okay.
that's
Okay.
fine. You do that. I'm waiting for your WhatsApp. Just do that
Okay.
right
I'm
away.
doing it recently.
That's
Just
right
wait
away.
a minute. Just wait a minute. Just wait a
Yes.
minute.
So guys, as far as Q&A is concerned, this was the last question. But lastly, I'm just pasting his LinkedIn URL in right now in the comment section. You just see if you want to connect with him and ask few more questions. He's willing to help you guys. Whoever is aspiring for TCS Ninja, just give us a minute. Naita, what's taking so long?
There is a little bit issue with it.
Fast man,
Just
fast.
okay. Just
Okay, got it. Oh, you shortened the URL.
yes. Yes, it was already sorted. It was in the mail, so refer that.
Okay. Okay, so guys, this is his LinkedIn profile. जाओ कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट भेजो सवाल पूछो
आराम से.
है ना ग्रेट अभिनव रियली सॉरी यार वी हैव रियली एक्सीडेड अ लॉट प्लीज आप कनेक्शन देखो अभी अभी मैंने प्रोफाइल डाली ना आप वहां पे जाके करो ना कनेक्शन रिक्वेस्ट भेजो एनीवेज तो थैंक यू सो मच आदित्य फॉर ज्वाइनिंग
Okay.
थैंक यू सो मच बहुत मजा आया बात करके एंड आई एम श्योर कुछ लोगों को हेल्प हुई होगी आज बहुत ज्यादा लोग लाइव नहीं आए बट ठीक है कभी ज्यादा आते हैं कभी कम आते हैं हमें कंसिस्टेंटली रह के लोगों को ओपिनियंस देना है दैट्स व्हाट
Yes. Yes.
मैटर्स एट द एंड आई गेस राइट सो टेक केयर आदित्य एंड ऑल द बेस्ट फॉर
Thank you.
टीसीएस निंजा फोड़ना है यार तुम वहां जाके
Definitely. And yes,
ठीक
one
है
more thing I
सभी
have to mention that
हाँ बोलो बोलो
in the
बोलो
TCS, once you will be get selected and फिर internally आप सबके जितने भी employees हैं उन सबके लिए फिर internal exams भी चलते हैं. So वहाँ पे आप चाहें तो अपना जो profile है वो upgrade कर सकते हैं. Okay. So it is not a big thing that if you're not placed at in digital in the beginning, so you can't get to that level after you get the join. Okay, after joining, you have to do at least 1 year with whatever position you have been selected. But yes, after that, you'll have the opportunity to give the exam and then get that position, whatever you wanted it. Because internally for the employees, it will the exams went on the regular basis. So at any time you can get it and just crack it and uh, get the level which you wanted.
Enjoy.
Okay.
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 All right, Aditya, thank you so much for joining. I'll bid you goodbye and talk to audience for like 2-3 minutes more.
Okay. Okay.
Bye bye. See you.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye, man. Bye. So, guys, this was it for today. We discussed about TCS Ninja placement session. तुमको पता ही है. So now what I'll do is I'll talk about something, a course. Obviously, I always tell you about one course at the end of every webinar. So this is it. It's about competitive programming. It's a live course. तो वो तो पक्का बताना है. I share my screen. All right. और ये बताना इसलिए भी जरूरी है क्योंकि मतलब लिमिटेड सीन है थोड़ा सा इसका. तो 20th March से बैच स्टार्ट हो रहा है हमारा एक और. स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 20th बैच. कोर्स फीचर्स गाइस चेक इट आउट. कोर्स फीचर्स काफी सही हैं. लाइव डाउट सॉल्विंग सेशन होगा डेडिकेटेड. डाउट सॉल्विंग टीम है. टॉपिक वाइज प्रोग्रामिंग बेस्ड कॉन्टेस्ट है. 6 मंथ का एक्सेस है. सर्टिफिकेट है. संदीप सर के प्रीमियम लेक्चर्स हैं जो सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है. टेस्ट प्रैक्टिस ट्रैक्स एवरीथिंग. सो गाइस ये चेकआउट करो. CP12 the batch is starting from March 20th and it's at a good price. Do check it out. Really important. Okay. Anyways ये मेरे को तुमको बताना था वो मैं बता दिया. So as I always say, constructive feedback, it's like we welcome it every time. हम सुनते हैं, हम optimize करते हैं. We have right now we have increased our frequency of such webinars because we realize that okay, if even if the quantity is come per webinar, we are also working on that. Let's increase the frequency and give a lot of content to you guys, which you can access anytime. So that's really important. So thank you so much guys for joining and take care. Study. Don't get disheartened if you fail. That's not a failure. That's just a stepping stone to success, which is really close. All right. So keep rocking. You guys are awesome. Keep rocking. Bye. Akshay Bhaskar this side. I'm signing off. Bye. Take care.